Hey guys, it's Stormy from Beneath the Storm. I'm here today with my little brother, Sup. His name's Damien, not Sup. Today we're going to be taking a quiz online. My friend recommended this to me and it's kind of crazy, so we're both going to take the quiz. Imagine you're walking through the desert and you see a cube. Okay, how big is the cube?
I don't know, 2 feet?
2 feet. 2 feet. Okay, like how you can use your hands, you can say it's like as big as, how big is it? Ah!
It's as big as a GameCube.
Okay. Okay, well, it's as big as a GameCube. Okay, well, I'm gonna say, because we're in the desert, like, I'm in the desert. Why am I in the desert? I'll say, like, it's gonna be as big as a room because I need shelter and I'm gonna climb inside the cube.
Oh,
Oh, well, no.
like that type of
No,
quiz.
no, it's whatever you think of first. It doesn't. Okay, so it's got this like tap to reveal thing.
As you can obviously see.
Okay, it says the size of the cube in relation to the desert represents the size of your ego.
You got a small one.
No, I've got a gigantic ego and you got a small ego. That's wonderful. Loving it. What material is the cube made out of?
Bread.
Bread? Okay, it's made out of bread. His is made out of bread because I don't know. Mine's gonna be made out of wood because wood it's a
You're
room.
in the desert. It's
Yeah.
gonna burn up.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be made out of wood. It's like gonna be a house. Because if it's made out of metal, then it's gonna like superheat inside. I don't want it.
Well, it's gonna burn down. It's gonna really superheat if you're in the desert.
Well, don't use your logic. Shh.
At least mine will stay cool and fresh.
No, it's not. It's gonna turn moldy and gross.
Well, but at least I can eat it before it does.
Okay, you know what?
And unlimited. Okay, it's a bread. It's bread that does not turn old.
Okay. Anyways,
Unlimited life bread.
the transparency of the cube shows how open you are with other people. If the cube is glowing, it means you're optimistic, but if it isn't, it means you're more reserved. So
My bread I can see through because sometimes
you
it's
can't see
frozen.
through bread.
Oh, if there's a hole in it.
So it says, so you're like a little bit open, and I'm wood, so you can't see through trees. So.
You have a huge ego and and you're not open to people. This is going great for you so far.
Okay. Next, is the cube touching the ground?
No, it's a floating cube of bread.
Really? Okay, he's got a floating cube of bread. And of course my cube is touching the ground because I have to get inside the cube to survive.
Well, my cube is like this big, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, the closer
I'm gonna
To
get a
the
freaking
flamethrower.
Kill everyone. I'm gonna kill all these flies with the flamethrower. What is Jamaica doing?
Damien, you can't.
All you can see is her butt around the pool.
Okay, anyways. The closer to the ground the cube is, the more grounded you are as a person. So you're
I'm not grounded.
as a person. So that's a bad thing. And I am grounded. I'm grounded. Oh. So somewhere near the cube, imagine a ladder. Is it leaning against the cube?
My cube ladder. My ladder is made out of fish.
No, it doesn't matter what it's made out of. It means,
Oh, it's a normal ladder.
and well, no, is it leaning against your cube?
No, it's like an escalator ladder, and it's stuck into the ground, so I can climb up it. Actually, no, it's leaning against it.
The floating bread cube. Okay. Okay, okay, that's fine. Mine is leaning against it because, like, what if I need to escape or something? I don't know. Like,
I always grab onto
it's
it
like a
and fall
fire hat.
forward.
Yeah, so it's leaning against the cube. Okay,
I said mine's leaning against it.
so both of ours are leaning against the cube. Says if the ladder is leaning against the cube, it means your friends can lean on you for support. So we both did well on that one.
Okay.
So next question.
Good thing I didn't kill someone.
Dan. Camera that way.
See this way.
How far away is the ladder from the cube? Well, mine's touching it.
Mine's touching it.
But yeah, it's they're touching it. It's leaning.
Whatever
in.
touches my cube turns into bread. Except to make it big.
Airplanes. Okay. Anyways, it says the distance between the ladder and the cube reveals how close you are to your friends. So we're touching each other.
What was so funny about that?
Nothing.
I don't get it. I get it, actually.
Okay, next question is, what is the ladder made out of?
I said bread earlier. It's made out of bread.
That's not a sturdy ladder.
Well, it's like,
Stale bread?
yes, it's still bread.
Okay.
No, it's gonna be made out of fish. It's made out of fish.
You are a freak. Okay, my ladder is made out of, I don't want it to because we're in the desert, so
It's gonna be made out of wood this time.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
gonna
can
be made
burn
out
it
of-
down?
no, it's gonna be made out of wood because I want it to be made out of wood. And it just makes sense, right?
It's just gonna burn down, like your house.
My house is not gonna burn down because it's fireproof.
You never said that when we were doing that.
Okay,
so it doesn't count
shush.
anymore.
Okay, it says the sturdier the material, the stronger your bond with people is.
Oh yes, I got fish.
Okay, so you have a fish bond with people, and mine is as sturdy as wood. So now picture a horse next to the ladder and the cube.
A horse?
A horse. There's a horse.
Why
there.
a horse?
Well,
Can
okay.
the horse be made out of bread?
If you want the horse to be made out of bread, you can have the horse made out of bread. I don't know what's your thing with bread today, but you can have the horse made out of bread. I don't care. Get back in the camera. You're not in the camera. You're too short.
I am freaking
Okay.
midget.
Okay.
A midget.
Is the horse tied to anything?
It's made out of bread.
I know, but it's a real.
Well,
it's
not-
a living
okay.
bread horse. Is it tied to anything? Is the horse tied to anything?
The horse is okay. It's not made out of bread. It's a normal horse. For once, and something is normal, and it's going to be.
Is it tied to anything?
It's going to be tied to a dead fish.
Okay. Well.
That is nailed into the ground, so it can't move.
Okay, so his is tied to a dead fish that is nailed into the ground because you can do that in sand. And my horse is
I just saw that.
tied to a tree. Because-
where are you gonna find a tree in the middle of the desert?
It's tied to a cactus. And my horse, I'm gonna ride away out of the desert because I'm in the desert and I don't want to be in the desert anymore because that's not my thing. And my horse is tied to a tree, and I'll eventually untie it and we'll escape from the desert. I think that's a liable thing. Okay, the horse signifies being okay, if the horse is tied up, it signifies your need for control in a relationship.
I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah, you're like 12. So it means nothing to him. But okay. Okay, next question is the horse wearing a saddle?
The horse is wearing a top hat.
But is it wearing a saddle? No saddle? Okay, Damien's is not wearing a saddle and it's wearing a top hat. And my horse is wearing a saddle because I need to ride it away out of the desert.
Well, you could just ride on its back.
Yeah, but that'd be so uncomfortable. Have you ever ridden a horse?
Okay, it has a top hat and a saddle.
And they get all sweaty and it's gross.
Okay, a top hat and a saddle.
So you're gonna have a saddle too?
Yeah, and a top hat.
And a top hat, okay.
I need a top hat on
Okay,
my
his horse needs a top hat. But
horse.
anyways.
Sophisticated.
What was that?
Sophisticated.
Okay, sophisticated. His horse is sophisticated. Okay. Okay. If it is wearing a saddle, it means you prefer to be the dominant partner in your relationships.
Freaking. I wasn't going to wear a saddle. At least I'm generous to give it a top hat.
Okay. Okay.
It needs to wear a top hat.
Alright. Okay. Next question is, what is your horse doing?
Eating bread.
Eating bread. His is eating bread because I'm sure that's healthy for horses. I don't know.
No, it's not eating bread. It's eating hay.
Hay, okay. His horse is eating hay.
With
My-
a needle.
My horse is preparing to ride. Oh,
My
wait.
horse has gloves on its hooves and it's eating hay with a fork because it's fancy.
It happens. Okay, my horse is drinking water and preparing to ride into the desert. And I don't know where we got the water because we're in the desert, but what are you doing? Okay, what is it? Okay, the wilder the horse, the more unpredictable and exciting you want your relationships to be. So your horse is freaking fancy, and so you're like a
Yay.
gold digger.
I don't know if that's bad or good.
And then my horse is preparing to ride off into
Your
the
horse
sunset.
stupid.
My horse is not stupid. My horse is brilliant.
Mine's fancy and brilliant because it's wearing gloves and eating hay with a fork, wearing a top hat.
Okay. Okay, imagine flowers somewhere in the scene. Okay,
Where would be flowers in the desert?
okay,
This isn't Minecraft.
okay, there's flowers, just
Minecraft
trust me.
Sucks.
Okay, Damien, back on track.
Let
Focus.
them know to Mojang. Mojang sucks.
Okay, stop. Okay. Imagine there's flowers somewhere. Okay, how many flowers are there?
78.
78 flowers. Okay. Why? Okay, just I'm not even gonna. Okay, I have like 4 little potted flowers because my little room is gonna need some decoration. So I'm gonna have
down.
I'm gonna have 4 little potted flowers, even though I wouldn't like water them or anything, so they'd probably die. Okay.
Because you're in the desert. Where are they gonna be?
Damien, you said 78. Flowers represent children. The more flowers, the more children you want.
How am I supposed to know that?
You have 78.
I want 2 children. Hey, you have 4. Look at that.
It's better than 78.
I'll kill all my children.
Oh my god. You're gonna kill off all of them too, make them fight to the death.
It'll be like a little Hunger Games in my own house. I'll buy a bunch of guns and give them all to each other and tell them to shoot each other. But I'll leave 2 to survive.
Okay.
I'm not abusing them. They're abusing each other
Okay.
with weapons.
Next question is, where are the flowers in relation to the cube? So like, how close are they to the cube? Or are they on top of the cube? Or are they, remember your floating bread cube?
Half of them are far and half of them are close.
Okay. My flowers are gonna burn and die outside, so I'm gonna put them inside of
Of your wooden house that's gonna burn
my
down.
wooden house, and it's not gonna burn down, okay?
Okay, how is a wooden house? Just a plain wooden house.
Things don't just catch fire like that.
Yes, they do.
No, something has to happen.
It's
It
gonna
just
be
is
like 120 degrees out in the desert. It's gonna be. It's gonna light it up like that.
Okay, so half your flowers are away, half are close?
Yeah, so it's just kind of everywhere.
Okay, so mine are inside my cube. So my flowers are gonna survive, even though they're children. Okay,
Flowers are gonna die.
The closer the flowers are to the cube, the more you're thinking about having children. Am I pregnant with 4 children?
Yep.
I'm pregnant with 4 children.
Mine are on the outside.
And
Mine are stupid.
your flowers are all over the place, so you're
Well,
like.
at least my flowers are made out of bread.
When did you say that? The last thing is there's a storm somewhere in the area, which is ironic. There's a storm in the desert. Okay, is it threatening to you? Is it like scary? Is the storm scary?
Depends. Does it have big baby faces?
Okay, well, whatever you imagine this cube as, like, okay, there's a storm somewhere. Is it scaring you? And you're in the desert.
No.
Okay, it's not scaring you? Okay, it's not scaring me either because the storm would be good because I need rain. Because we're gonna die of heat.
What if it's just a static storm where it's just lightning and it'll light your house on fire?
Well, that would be bad, but it's not. Mine is raining and there's some thunder and that's about it.
Okay, at least my storm's made of bread, so it can't.
Speak up.
It can't burn down because it's made out of bread.
Okay. Okay, if
Spoke
the
up.
storm represents stress. If it's threatening, that means you have some obstacles you're trying to work out. So it's not scaring either of us, so we're pretty chill.
Yay!
Okay, now is the storm far away or really close to the cube?
It's close.
Mine's close too because I want it to rain on me because we're in the desert. Get rain! Okay. So both of ours are really close. Okay, the farther away the storm, the more chilly you are as a person. So we are hot. That's what it's saying. Just kidding. It says the more chill you are as a person. So our storms are really close, so we're not chill at all.
I thought it was gonna be like friends or close to you or something.
Okay, well that was
Opposite.
all the questions. Like and comment if you enjoyed this video. This is my freak brother.
How